All right, chat. Hello. Couple news topics I want to talk about. We'll do general Q&A also, but as long as this works. Aha! So I was looking around general news stuff, and people have been asking about the new RTX lineup from Nvidia, and based on current rumors, we're seeing that the top of the line RTX 3090, which most of you budget people out there are really not going to care about, but we're looking anywhere from different news sites between $1,500 and $2,000 for an RTX 3090. Absolutely insane, if I say so myself. We are looking at a launch of around September 1st, which is coming up here very soon. The 3090 coming in at $13.99 Founders Edition for the extra $100, making it $14.99 for like the custom card. You have to wait for like the board partners to release their cards later. But
now that I'm thinking about it, it might not be that crazy that they're asking that much, because look at like the Quadro cards.
That's true. It's true.
I mean, aren't some of those like $5-6 grand?
That's true. Yeah, so this is USD. This is not pesos, okay? You're getting straight up USD, like that money. 24 gigs of VRAM. It's double the amount of RAM from a 2080 Ti, which if you think of it in that perspective, I mean, the 2080 Ti came in at around $1,000, and it's normally around that price point most of the time. I mean, I get it, and it could have like a 50% uplift, which is pretty awesome over a 2080 Ti. So I do get it. But I mean, it's still one of those things where it depends what the rest of the product stack's going to look like. Are the rest of the cards going to be price hiked where like it keeps up with that, where we're looking like at a 2080 that's $1,000, we have $2,000 cards, or are we still going to have budget cards from Nvidia? I don't know, but I mean, it could be good for AMD, because AMD has new GPUs coming out. If they undercut these prices, I mean, they might have a shot, even if they don't compete directly with these cards, which, again, I don't really know if that's actually going to happen.
Well, if we see a market split where AMD focuses solely on budget and Nvidia on high-end.
I mean, that'd be nice.
Usually, I feel like what ends up happening.
Yeah.
AMD, like, tries to come in and say, like, we're going to come out with a card that's going to beat Nvidia's, but then they just end up coming out with, like, budget, and then they have one that's, like, close, but didn't beat it.
I mean, that's what I'd be happy with. I mean, if they had, like, whatever AMD card comes out and it competes on the medium to high end, I mean, that's perfectly fine with us. So, kidneys ain't going to cut it no more. Yeah, you can't sell kidneys anymore, man. It ain't going to be enough.
The other thing I would like to see, too, is, like, neither of the companies really have a really cheap budget card anymore. Like, I feel like Nvidia tried with the 1030. Was the last card I can remember where it felt like they were aiming for, like, the budget market.
Sub 100.
Yeah, like, they haven't really, or just even, like, 100. Like, you look at the RX 580s, right? The used 580 market, they're always around $100. The used 1060 market, always around $100. And the used 580 and the used 1060 compete with, like, the 1650 Super, which is always, $160, $170. So it'd be cool to see a new card that could outdo the 580 or the 1060, so that those will go down even more, that will just stop.
Yeah, there's a ton of CPUs like that are coming in around under the $100 price point. You got like 3200G, which is like $100. You have the 3100, which is basically $100. Like, that's a great price point. And that's a great CPU.
i3 9100F.
Yeah, all those, and then you don't really have any GPUs that go below the $100 price point new. I mean, anything you're gonna get doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, it just doesn't make much sense in terms of just buying it right now. Like, you can buy like a GT 710, but like that's basically a waste of money. Why would you do that?
The APU graphics on an AMD processor would probably be better than the 710.
Yeah, so I mean, these prices aren't surprising. Nvidia's in the lead, so of course they're going to take advantage of that and price really high. But we'll just see what AMD comes in with, because that's the ultimate deciding factor if they have a chance to basically make up some ground.
To come into stream and see a GPU that's more expensive than my entire PC. I mean, I would say it's pretty close to. Grab two of those babies, and then Matt and I's builds are useless at that point,
That's true. So right now, the Turing-based RTX Titan, which has 24 gigs of VRAM, is right now priced at $2,500. So if you think of it that way, the newer card that's going to come out, which is the normal RTX, not a Titan card, with almost the same specs as what the Titan is right now, but would still be faster, is going to be $500 less. Give or take, maybe $1,000.
Yeah, I'd
less
say
than
it could
15.
be $1,000.
So at that point, I mean, I guess if you look at some perspective there, that makes somewhat sense. But it's still expensive. I mean,
it can run 7 Chrome tabs. It can run 1 Chrome tab per gig of VRAM.
Yes, per gig of VRAM. I like it. Let's see. Linus would say that is for casual web browsing and streaming services. Yeah, it's just a casual PC. Just casual. That's it.
That sounds like a Linus thing to do.
Gotta go, boys. Have a doctor's appointment. Have a good day, mental metalhead.
Peace out.
Appreciate you stopping by.
That's how I feel about, like, I don't know, like, it'd be nice to, or for us, you know, like, we don't do, like, a ton of high-end builds, and I feel like it's a good thing because, you know, when you look at us 5-6 years ago, we can make a $200 budget work and feel good. Now, like, a $200 budget, or like $300, $400 even, you're just kind of like, yeah, you know, it'll do this, because we've done $2,000 builds, like $2,500 builds, so I think that's why Linus, you know, that the joke about, like, him saying, oh, that's for casual web browsing, is because he's done so many builds that are, like, you know, complete liquid cooling loops, like $10,000 builds, you know? So those just feel crappy to him at that point. Anything else?
Mental has said, don't forget.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay.